The city power plant shut down after the disaster. For 3 days, the entire region was plunged into darkness. Streetlights stopped working. Hospitals switched to emergency generators. No one understood what caused the shutdown. The power plant operators reported something strange before the failure. Electrical surges were moving through the grid, not randomly, but in patterns. The control systems began activating and shutting down by themselves. Then the generators exploded one by one. The workers evacuated the facility immediately. No one returned. Years later, the abandoned power plant still stood in the middle of the empty industrial district. Rust covered the towers. Broken windows stared like dark eyes. But satellites still detected small bursts of electricity coming from the generator building. A remote inspection drone was launched to investigate the signal. The drone entered through a shattered ventilation shaft. Inside the power plant, everything looked frozen in time. Control panels covered in dust, metal walkways hanging above silent turbines. The drone scanned the generator room. Most machines were completely dead, but one turbine still emitted faint electrical pulses. The drone moved closer. Water filled the lower maintenance tunnels beneath the generator. The electrical signal was coming from there. The drone lowered into the flooded tunnel. First, the camera detected movement in the water. A long, dark shape sliding between broken power cables. It looked like a massive electric eel. But something about the creature was wrong. Electric sparks moved across its body like living veins. Then the creature stopped moving. The water around it began glowing blue. Electric arcs jumped from the creature to the metal walls. The entire tunnel lit up with violent flashes of lightning. The eel's body suddenly changed. Its skin became translucent. Pure electrical energy began flowing through the creature. The Volt Revenant had formed. The drone's sensors struggled to measure the energy output. The creature was producing more electricity than the entire generator once did. The Volt Revenant moved upward through the flooded tunnel. Electricity surged into the turbine above. The massive generator suddenly roared back to life. Lights across the abandoned plant flickered on. Old machines restarted after years of silence. The drone operator watching the live feed realized something disturbing. The creature was feeding the entire power grid. The Volt Revenant slithered through the cables like living lightning. Every time it moved, electricity spread through the building. But then, something unexpected happened. The creature suddenly stopped. The drone camera zoomed in closer. The Volt Revenant raised its head slowly. It wasn't looking at the drone. It was staring at the massive transformer room across the hall. Something else was drawing power from the grid. The electrical current inside the building surged violently. The Volt Revenant released a massive burst of lightning. The entire generator hall shook from the energy. Then the transformers began glowing. One by one, machines that had been dead for years suddenly activated. The drone sensors detected multiple energy signals. The Volt Revenant was not alone anymore. The creature had awakened the rest of the grid. Electricity spread through the city power lines once again. Far beyond the abandoned plant, lights flickered on inside the empty city streets. But no humans were there to see them. Only the glowing currents moving through the cables. Something new had taken control of the grid. The Volt Revenant was only the first creature to emerge from it.